Hello, welcome back to Pep Talk with Ada. I am Adaeze Onebunne, a mental health activist, and this is a channel where we talk about everything concerning our mental health and psychological issues. Today, we're going to be discussing about psychological disorders. Before we go on, I would like to wish you a Happy New Year. It is 2024. Yay! Happy New Year to you, my friends. I pray that this year is going to be the best year ever. So, what is psychological disorder? Psychological disorder is also known as mental illness or mental disorder. And this refers to a pattern of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that causes significant distress and impairment in functioning. There are a wide range of psychological disorders out there, but we'll be discussing about at least 10 of them, but it's not going to be in this video because it is so long and I want to take it one by one. I don't want to bore you out. I don't want to jam pack it. So in this video, we're going to be talking about one particularly. Then you will get the follow-up videos of the other ones until we get up to 10 of them. I am taking my time so you can understand what each one is about, because this is something that happens in our everyday life. This is something that we can see happening in people's life, but we don't know what it's called. We feel like they are doing too much sometimes. So I want us to, go through it. And if you feel like there is something that happens with you that I was not able to touch at any point, you can always mention that in the comment section. However, if you want it to be a personal interaction, you can always reach out to me via Pep Talk with Ada on any social media platform. And I'll always be there to respond and give you the clarity you desire. Because why not? The psychological wellness is my concern. Now, getting back to the psychological disorders I want to treat, I said it is 10, so let's take a look at them. The first one is phobia. You must have been hearing people say, I have phobia for heights, I have phobia for children, I have phobia for, so we are going to be talking about phobia. The second one is PTSD. PTSD, that is post-traumatic stress disorder. I know you may have heard it and you don't really get what these people are talking about. PTSD. It's among what you're going to be talking about. So I really want you to follow through this video so that you'll get it all. The next one we're going to be talking about is OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't know if you've heard that before. We're going to be talking about it. The next one, the fourth one, is depression. That one, everybody mentions depression. I'm depressed. I'm going through depression. Do you really know what it is to be depressed? Stay in line so that you'll get to know better. The next one is bipolar. There's something we call bipolar syndrome. I don't mean to mention name, but it was one of the psychological issues that Chacha Eke, the Nollywood actress, was going through. If you've been following her, you would have heard or known that she had some mental issues then. But I believe now that she has gotten a lot better. The next one we are going to be talking about is eating disorder. I think in my very first video, I mentioned something about weight loss and excessive weight gain and all that. Eating disorder is actually a psychological illness, and it's part of the psychological disorders we're going to be treating. The next one, that should be the seventh one, is insomnia. We all hear about insomnia. We'll be talking about insomnia. The next one is paranoia. Paranoid, so we're going to be talking about that. The ninth one is panic disorder, or what we usually call panic attack. Yes, it's a kind of psychological illness or mental illness, and people have panic attacks sometimes when they encounter some certain things that look familiar from their past. The last one, making it 10, is the schizophrenia. The spelling, it's up there. So that one too is going to be part of what we'll be discussing. These are the 10 most popular psychological disorders we've known. Psychologists have been able to identify it, gotten the symptoms, the treatment, and so on. So this is going to be like a guide for you to understand all these things. In as much as we might think that these things are nothing, psychological issues play a very, pronounced role in our everyday life, in our social life, our interaction with other people, our countenance, our progress, the things we do and the things we do not do. Don't take it for granted. Now, we are going to move into the very first one, which is phobia. We're going to talk about it more extensively. Let's get right to it.
Pep Talk with Ada.
Okay, welcome back. And as we get right to it, I want to use a few seconds to ask you to like this video and subscribe to this channel, because this channel is a channel that teaches you about mental health and your psychological awareness, in all honesty. And I want you to subscribe so that when I drop a video, you'll be the first to watch it, like it, and share it. In that way, you'll be the first to know what it is talking about. I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Okay, if you have done that, I would like you to go to the comment section and let me know that you have subscribed so that I can give you a shout out in my next video. Thank you. So we are talking about phobia. What is phobia? Phobia is an excessive or irrational fear for an object, a situation, or an activity. Phobias can be triggered by so many things such as height, people, animals, social situations, etc. People with phobia often experience shortage of breath, trembling, rapid heartbeats, and a strong desire to escape the circumstance or the situation they find themselves in. Phobia is an anxiety disorder that can cause a lot of distress and breed avoidance behavior. I don't know, maybe if you that is watching this can identify anything that you have phobia for. For an instance, some of us may have met, or some of us have fear, excessive fear for some certain things. When you see people who fear things like heights, fear things like flying, that's aerophobia. Aerophobia is a fear of flying, people who cannot just stand being in an airplane. Then acrophobia is the fear of heights. Some people, when you take them to, they can't climb the mountain top, they cannot climb high stairs, anything that skyscraper, anything that's going to elevate them from the floor, it makes them very, very scared. How you know you have a phobia is when you cannot explain why you are scared, but you just know that you cannot stand it. You cannot help it. You will tremble, you will scream, you will get really uncomfortable. Your breath goes, high for something that did not do anything to you. So we have some particular kind of phobias that I would like to touch more extensively. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a lovely week. Bye.
Pep Talk with Ada.